Gretel, my boy. You're gonna be the end of me. Hi, hello, hee hee, and welcome. That's apparently become my catch line. Welcome to the tea party. Tonight's flavor, as it is Oto Monday, we are going to be playing an Otome game. And as last week would indicate anything, we're going to continue with Taisho Alice episode 2. And Gretel, who I thought was my favorite. Who am I kidding? He's still my favorite. He's adorable as hecky. Alright. Well, listen, I'm gonna have a hard time tonight. Okay. Well, you know what? We're just gonna continue. We fell asleep last time after a very problematic evening. Alright. Closed my eyes and plummeted into the darkness. Here we go. What's gonna happen? How did the rest of the world view our brother-sister connection? Not as a brother-sister connection. Hold on a minute, I'm almost done. One fine morning, Gretel was breathing down my neck while I was boxing up our lunches. There, done. A perfect lunch, if I do say so myself. Here you go. I handed one of the lunch boxes to Gretel. Sorry. Then he looked at the other 3 sitting on the table. Am I still making lunches for Wolfie? What am I making all of these for? There's so many. As if you don't work hard yourself. Stop being cute! His lips curled into a playful smirk. I fucking love him. Look at his face! He's so freaking cute, dude! I suffer. But I knew the truth. I knew he had packed my book bag for me. Oh, that's actually really fucking cute. Oh, baby. And he always offered to carry my things. I wish my little brother was nice like that. Fuck. My little brother, well, he's okay now, but when we were younger, he was a jerk. He can still be a jerk, but he's a big stinky jerk when we were little. But I was also a big stinky jerk too, so it was kind of par for the course. I was not a good big sister. I tried, but, you know, problems. No, thank you. The little brother, oh. Giddy, I nuzzled myself against his arm. Getting a little too casual there, aren't we? Hee hee. Hi, Annie! Welcome! We just started, so you didn't miss much. This is apparently just a flashback, so you're good. Oh, does it? Ding dang it. Thank you for telling me. Let me change my stream info. I'm a big dummy dumb. Save. Okay. It should update to Taisho Alice now. Let me know if it doesn't. I'm dumb. I was like, oh, I'm just gonna do everything else. And this is what I get for waiting to write everything up until the last minute. I'll change it before my next stream on Thursday. It's fine. But thank you for telling me. I would have been a dum-dum and left it there all stream. Yay. No, don't drop the things while I'm jerking your arm around and making it hard for you to hold on to them. Ha 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 ha. Blech. Together, the two of us walked to school. Our town was a relatively famous tourist trap, rich in natural beauty, like the forest and the lake. Near the lake was a large cluster of summer homes. Main Street was a classy part of town, home to a lot of historical buildings and museums, not to mention souvenir shops and cafes targeting the tourists. That said, it was still a rural town, so it lacked many of the attractions and modern conveniences of a more urban city. But as long as I had Gretel, I didn't need anything more. Oh yeah, so how's school? The question came to mind on a whim, so I voiced it. What does that mean? Okay, well... I'm flunking all my classes. Me? Oh, you mean college? How's college? I mean... College is boring. It's kind of boring, though, since you're not there. I gotta say, it really sucks to be apart from you. Don't care. He turned away. Ooh, you're embarrassed. You can just admit it, you know. Hey, wait! Gretel started speed walking, so I hurried after him. Boo. As we approached Gretel's community college, the streets grew more populated with other students. Additionally, those students seemed to be sneaking furtive glances at us. No, not seemed to be. They definitely were. But this happened every time, so I was used to it. 'Cause I'm so pretty! Because I'm so beautiful, you mean? I'd meant it as a joke, but Gretel fixed me with an icy stare. He then let out a huge, exaggerated yawn. I don't really mind it, personally. What about you? Yes, you. Who else would I be talking to? But just then... Is that voice what I think it is? Is that who I think it is? Whoa! A loud voice called out from behind us. Wolfie! Ah! Yay! I'm so freaking happy! It's my boy! Oh, I love Wolfie. I love him so much. Look at him. He's so cute. Oh, Wolfie. Yay. That really truly just made me so happy. I turned to find a guy wearing thick black rimmed glasses, a wolf ear hoodie, and a big toothy grin. Not to diss his style or anything, because he was rocking it, but where on earth did he get that weird hoodie? I want that hoodie. Good morning, Wolfie! Yes, I'm more important. Pat, pat. He clapped Gretel on the back. In contrast to Wolfie's high spirits, however, Gretel didn't try to hide his displeasure. Oh my god, what is this tone of voice you're taking, Gretel? Actually, he sounds... the voices are sounding like really subtle in comparison to the background music, which is very weird because everything should still be the same. I didn't change anything. Let's just turn the dialogue up some more, I guess. I want to hear them. It does not sound any different in the earholes. Alright, well,
ダサい、安直すぎる。
Hey, I call everybody by nicknames. Are you saying I'm lazy? Well, I am lazy. Who cares?
なんだと?
It's okay, Wolfie. We can be lazy brothers in arms. It's fine. For the record, despite his boyish demeanor, Wolfie was actually in college with me. He's my best friend! Yes! Consequently, he tried to treat Gretel like a little brother, but, watching their antics, one would think they were peers. Grumpy Gretel. It had alliterative appeal, and it was accurate.
今、失礼なこと考えませんでした?
No? What? Why would you think that? What? No. I flinched as he rounded on me next. And then I hid behind Wolfie.
だいたいなんで狼さんがここにいるんですか? あなたの家から学校までの経路に
He
こ
came
こ
to
は
walk
存在
me.
しないはずですけど。
Cause I'm so pretty.
え、アリスちゃんに聞いたら毎朝遠回りしてお前と一緒に登校してるって言うから邪魔してやろうと思って。
Hell yeah.
へえ、そうですか。
He turned and glared at me with a look that said, "Don't give this idiot information he doesn't need." I averted my gaze and he sighed.
ここまででいいですよね。
Okay. And with that, he stopped short and started to divvy up our belongings. Wait, what? But we're not at your school yet.
何が悲しくて、姉とその友人と一緒に登校しなくちゃならないんですか? 恥ずかしい。
Boo.
はい、これお弁当です。
あ、サンキュー。
Good to see I still make lunches for Wolfie, no matter what parallel universe this is. Wolfie enthusiastically held out both of his hands. With a cold, scornful glare, Gretel dropped the lunchbox on the ground. Gretel, don't waste my hard work. Oh, you're fine. Don't even worry about it, Anne.
あ、俺のお弁当。
Fucking same mood, Wolfie. Same mood.
すみません先輩、つい手が滑ってしまって。
One more time. What was that tone?
すみません先輩、つい手が滑ってしまって。
It's like borderline like, oh, I'm sorry, senpai. Oh, my finger slipped. Oh no, I'm sorry. Playing the role of a clumsy younger student, he donned a guilty expression.
嘘だ、絶対わざとだろ。
嫌だな、そんなこと先輩にするわけないじゃないですか。
Pat, pat. Gretel smiled affably and patted Wolfie on the back. It was very condescending. Not that I had any right to criticize him myself.
はい、姉さん。
Thanks. For a second there, I was worried he'd drop mine too, but evidently not. He handed me my things and then turned and started walking.
それじゃあ、行ってきます。
Itterashai. Okay, I'll be waiting for you in the usual spot. I waved after him. Even after he stepped into the crowd of other students, I never lost sight of him, not even once. I'm waving the whole time. Then I realized Wolfie was looking at me. When I tilted my head at him inquiringly, he smiled stiffly.
そんなにあいつが心配?
Yes.
過保護っすね。
Is that a bad thing? I mean, personally, yes, that's a bad thing.
ダメじゃねえけど、もうちょっと気使った方がいいんじゃねえのかな。
I fell silent for a moment, then asked, "You don't think I'm considerate of?"
まあちょっと同じ学校ならともかくさ
I can barely hear him over the music. What is happening right now? I can't hear. Dialogue. Maximum, please. Maximum volume! BGM during voice clips. Is that... Okay. Maybe I'll be able to hear them better now? So, should I stop walking him to school for a while? Wolfie heard my voice deflate and hastily changed tact.
あ、いや、ごめん。肝心なのは俺や周りの意見じゃなくて、グレちゃんがどう思ってるかだからさ。今度本人に直接聞いてみたらどうかなって思ったわけっすよ。
Okay, I can definitely hear much better now, but I do want to turn the volume up here a little bit more for you guys. Okay. Excuse me. Haven't even gone to the screaming part, and I'm already needing to cough. Right. I didn't want to inconvenience him after all. I smiled slightly. Maybe you should avoid walking to school with me too. They might spread rumors.
どんとこいっす。むしろ大歓迎。
Listen. Let's go, Wolfie. Come on. Alice might have a problem, but T don't. Aw, thanks, Wolfie.
どういたしまして。
He was always a good friend to me. By the way.
お、なんすか？は、まさかようやく俺の魅力に気づいたんじゃ。
I mean, listen, I noticed that in the first route, but that's not the point. Oh, I've noticed something, alright. Am I gonna say, like, your fly's down or something? I glanced around. Excuse me. It felt like the people around us were snickering at us, or rather, at Wolfie specifically. No, Gretel probably put a sign on his back, like a classic bully move.
なんすか？
He didn't seem to have noticed, however, so I gestured over his shoulder.
背中？
He reached behind him and retrieved a piece of paper that had been taped there. Yup, my troublesome brother.
なんだこれ。注意。僕はバカでスケベな狼です。女の子は食べちゃうぞ。ガオ。
Gretel, that's just mean.
くそ、あの野郎！
Wolfie turned to run after Gretel, but it was too late. He was already safely inside the school building. I mean, come on, it's been enough time. My little brother was a force to be reckoned with. When had he found the time to write that? And where did he get the tape? My brother. Later that evening. As soon as I finished my class for the day, I headed straight to Gretel's school. By now, classes had already ended for the day. I could spot students on the street headed home. Arriving at the school gates, I walked over to a nearby pillar and leaned against it, all cool. I could hear the shouts of the sports teams and faint music from the brass band. Gretel was in his last year of community college, so he wasn't a part of any clubs. Thus, I could reliably expect him to leave campus relatively early. As the students passed through the gates, they all stared at the weird girl hanging around their school. Though if I do this every fucking day, they should know who the heck I am. That said, I was already on familiar terms with a lot of them, so I just smiled and waved. See, they should know who I am. I'm not a weird girl. I'm here to pick up my brother. Quote unquote. This was just another part of my daily routine. But that day, Gretel didn't turn up at his usual time. He's really late. I glanced over at the school entrance again and again. But all the clubless students had already left by now, so the doors weren't opening. One of the boys' sports teams waved at me as they jogged laps around the campus. I shot them a supportive thumbs up. Minutes passed. 10, 20, 30. Then, as I started to contemplate what to make for dinner, a girl walked out through the gates, raised her hand to me in greeting, and then hurried off. Do I know her? I waved back at her to be polite, but I didn't recognize her face. Puzzled, I tilted my head, but just then, a voice called out to me from behind.
お待たせしました。姉さん。
Instantly, my face brightened up at the familiar voice, but I restrained myself to a small smile as I turned back, my skirt fluttering with emotion. Hi, Gretel. Don't worry, I wasn't waiting long. That's a lie. It was a while. I looked up at him, batting my lashes like a magazine model as I replied with the most cliché stock answer known to mankind.
そんなどうでもいい嘘つかないでいいですよ。ほら、行きますよ。
Bleh. And then he blew me off completely. Hey, wait! Why is he being so salty with me? That reminds me, Wolfie was really upset about what you did this morning. He was like, he ruined my Hawkeye rep, dude. I'll never forgive him for this. I did my best Wolfie impression. It wasn't that great.
三下のセリフですね。あの人らしい。というか、別に間違ったことは書いてないと思いますけど。
I thought back to the contents of his message.
注意、僕はバカでスケベな狼です。女の子は食べちゃうぞ。ガオー
Just hearing Wolfie's voice say it so enthusiastically, though. Oh my gosh. I mean, yeah, he is pretty horny.
ほら。
I was trying to stand up for him, but instead I ended up validating Gretel's insults. I can practically hear him shrieking, Dude, you're such a jerk! Sorry, Wolfie.
いいんですよ、あれくらい。
If his attitude towards me was salty, then his attitude towards Wolfie was rock salty. As my heart quietly went out to Wolfie, my eyes met Gretel's. He then came to a stop, so I followed suit. What's up? The setting sun illuminated his face, softening his expression. What? He seemed to have something on his mind. After a pause, he opened his mouth to speak.
姉さんのバーカ
Huh? What? I was caught completely off guard. The look on his face was so serious, I never would have imagined he was about to insult me.
すっきりした。
Huh? He smiled as though a weight had been lifted from his shoulders, but I was still at a loss. Dude, you're such a jerk! Fuck off! What the hell? Not funny, Gretel! On our way home, I tried to find out what it was that inspired him to call me a ditzy dumbass, but he stubbornly refused to tell me. Nande? We're home! Upon arriving home, I went straight to the kitchen and pulled on my apron. Closing my eyes, I took a deep breath. I'm not gonna scream, I'm sorry, there are other people in the house. I don't have soundproofed walls or anything. Then I opened my eyes and slammed the rock salt as hard as I could. Whew! The pink crystal broke into small pieces. From there, I would grind it into a powder with a hammer. Yes, I was using rock salt as an ingredient in tonight's dinner. What was that about anyway? I wasn't the kind of girl who got off on insults. Instead, I dug through the day's events to investigate the cause. As I recalled, we'd been discussing Wolfie right beforehand. Could that have anything to do with it? And if so, it was purely because Gretel despised Wolfie from the bottom of his heart? Or maybe he's totally jealous of him.
ー。 何ニヤニヤしてるんですか？
Oh. Ah!
ニヤニヤしてるんですか？
Ah! 何ニヤニヤしてるんですか？ What? 何ニヤニヤしてるんですか？ What? 何ニヤニヤしてるんですか？ What? 何ニヤニヤしてるんですか？ What? 何ニヤニヤしてるんですか？ What? Just then, the sudden voice behind me made me slam the rock salt in surprise.
あぶなって、気をつけてください。怪我しますよ。
Or maybe you could stop sneaking up on me like that.
姉さんもお願いですから、ハンマーを下ろしてください。
Make me! Recoiling, Gretel indicated the hammer I was holding aloft. Oh, right. This weapon. Sorry. I snapped back to my senses and regrettably put the hammer on the counter. So, weren't you supposed to be studying?
そのつもりでしたが、なんとなく姉さんの様子を伺いに来ました。
Oh, you randomly decided. Just randomly. This is some sixth sense crap. Did you hear what I was saying?
もちろん聞いていましたよ。嫉妬って言ってましたよね。
Uh-oh. What? No, I said, I've got lint in my belly button.
汚い言葉を使わないでください。
Ow. With a glare, he karate chopped me on the head. Sorry, it just slipped out. As I clutched my head, Gretel put his hands on his hips and shook his head.
まったく、姉さんも女性だという自覚を持ってください。
Huh? At this, Gretel's expression shifted into an unspoken, oh crap. So I pounced. Sorry, I missed it. Could you repeat that?
なんでですか?
Because I didn't hear you the first time.
何ニヤニヤしてるんですか? キモいです。
Says the creep. Yep, I'm a creep. Now come on, もう一度. As I pestered him, Gretel finally snapped.
もう、姉さんも一応女性なんだから、おしとやかに振る舞ってくださいってことですよ。
No, is that so? You think I'm a woman, do you? Oh, I see. I get it now. Yeah, I'm a girl. I'm a girl, you know? Like, a girl like me ought to think before she speaks. He didn't normally acknowledge my gender at all, so it tickled me. That would just actually really annoy me, but okay. In contrast to my amusement, however, Gretel looked furious.
その岩塩、今日の料理で使う予定ですか?
Sorry, my Abby's freaking out because there's a choo-choo train. He was very clearly trying to change the subject. Don't worry, little bro. I'll take the bait for you. Yeah, it is.
僕も使います。いいですよね?
Yeah, I do mind. Not at all. She always says the opposite in times like these when I want to be snarky and mean. What are you making this time?
ソルトアイスでも作ろうかと。
But it's winter.
暖かい部屋の中で食べるので構いません。冬のアイスこそ至高の贅沢です。別に良さを分かってくれなんて言いませんよ。
Rude.
全部僕の胃の中に収めますので。
Rude. I want some too. I raised my hand eagerly.
ストレスが溜まった時は甘いものに限りますからね。
Huh? I didn't know you ever got stressed out.
さすがに殴りますよ。
Fucking... I'll punch you back. You wanna fucking go, bro? Let's go. He balled his hand into a fist. I picked up the hammer. But I'm a girl. I raised both my hands in surrender. I would have picked up the hammer. Match a threat with a threat, damn it. Then, out of nowhere, his expression turned deadly serious. My heart skipped a beat.
姉さん、僕がなんで姉さんにバカって言ったのか教えてあげましょうか。
If you're gonna tell it to me in that tone of voice, yes? Huh? Yeah, sure.
それは
You're about to pull a fast one on me, aren't you? It's classic little brother tactics.
バカ面してるからだろ。
Hey! Ryushi! What's up? Is Red gonna show up too in this route? Just then, who should cut into the conversation but my lollipop-loving older brother? He's still my bro.
弁当箱
He set the now empty lunchbox on top of my head. I grabbed it and looked up at him. What are you doing here?
なんでって。俺の家だからだろ。
He's eating a lollipop, that's why his voice sounds like that. I mean, yeah, but you never come over. Supposedly our house was too far from his workplace, just like in Red's route. So Ryoshi rented his own place to save on commute time.
たまには帰ってやれって両親にも頼まれてるしな。
God, he's so cute, even in this fucking outfit. There's nothing to check. We're fine.
お前はな。
Ow! He smacked me over the head. And then he pulled the lollipop out of his mouth and looked at Gretel, who had yet to say a word.
お帰りなさい、漁師さん。
Whoa, very formal. Gretel never addressed my brother by his name, only his title.
ああ、学校の方はどうなんだ？
I mean, that's like the first clue that we're not blood related, because he refers to Ryoshi by, like, the dialogue says my brother rather than our brother, is what I meant to point out.
順調ですよ。特に問題はありません。
Wow, you could really feel the tension.
そうみたいだな。
It's very awkward. Good talk, boys. Good talk. You're really hitting home the topic. Yep. End of conversation. Good talk. You got it. You did it. Hastily, I cut in to break up the awkward tension. Ryoshi, where do you spend the night tonight? We can have whatever you want for dinner.
何がいいってもう決まってんだろ。別にそれでいい。
僕、勉強があるので失礼します。
Oh no, Gretel! Bye. And with that, Gretel left the room as though he couldn't bear to stay there a single moment longer. Hey, wait!
おい、
Before I could chase after him, however, Ryoshi stopped me. What?
ずいぶんと仲良くやってるみたいだが、あまり気を許しすぎないようにしろよ。
Excuse me? I responded in a flat, icy tone. Okay, well, not quite, but I don't get these cues until afterwards. I'm trying! He was talking about Gretel as if he was some dangerous criminal. What is he, the protagonist of Persona 5? Even then, Ren's not a dangerous criminal. Ryoshi narrowed his eyes and pointed his lollipop in my face.
両親とお前はあいつを信用してるが、俺は基本的にあいつを信用していない。あいつは本当の兄弟じゃないんだからな。
Ah, there's the confirmation. I want to know how he became my brother, though. Later, at dinner. Normally, Gretel and I would be having a fun time eating and chatting right about now, but tonight was very different. So, you guys like sports or something? Yup. It was quiet. Unnaturally quiet. The slightest clink of silverware grated on me. Both of them ate my tomato simmered chicken, rock salt soup, and rock salt salad in total silence. So, how's the food? Unable to take the awkwardness any longer, I spoke in my most cheerful voice. So, how's the food? Jesus, tough crowd. Silence. Yep, they hate it. I tried to play mediator, but my attempts went completely ignored. If only Wolfie were here. With his aggressive optimism, surely the two of us could get the ball rolling. But alas, if I can't count on my teammates, then I'll have to score the goal myself. Clearly, my mistake was that I had framed it as an open question. This time, I decided I would tailor my question to each person. If that didn't work, well, I'd probably be devastated, honestly. How are things going lately, Ryoshi?
どうって、何がどうなんだよ。
As in, I need you to talk because I'm desperate for conversation! I mean, you know what I mean. What's new with you? Your health, your job, your love life, anything.
体調は万全だし、仕事もまあ特に。女性関係も不自由はしていない。
Wow. Way to shoot everything down all at once. Perfect. Now I just need to keep the conversation going. That reminds me. You're always making girls cry, aren't you? Why, just the other day we had some haughty lady storm in and demand to see you, right, Gretel? The new topic of conversation, my brother's womanizing ways. Surely we could find some common ground and have a fun moment together.
僕は記憶にないです。
God damn it, Gretel. Gretel stared blankly back. You don't? I looked at Ryoshi. He glared back with a look to say, keep your mouth shut. Sorry, guess you weren't there. My plan had completely backfired. Instead of softening the tension, I added to it. I would just very quietly excuse myself from the table and just leave them there. I wouldn't give any like commentary. I wouldn't say excuse me. I wouldn't say I'm even coming back. I would just get up and walk out of the room. Fuck them. I'm not gonna sit in that awkward tension. Gross. I think this is what they call a self-own. But I'm not giving up yet. Oh, you should really just give up. Gretel, are you still planning to make the rock salt ice cream after this? Can I help? This time I addressed Gretel.
すみません。そのことですが、今日は勉強を優先することにします。
In an instant, my one ray of hope was snuffed out. Oh, you both suck! I groaned sadly. At this, Gretel stopped eating and frowned at me, conflicted. Now this was an unusual reaction.
別に一緒に作ればいいじゃねえか。
Then Ryoshi spoke, and Gretel's expression closed off altogether.
勉強があるので。
His voice was cold and hard.
ごちそうさま。
No! I was gonna leave first. You can't take my idea. But he rose from his seat. I'll wash your plate for you, okay?
ありがとうございます。
Yeah. Just abandon me. It's fine. I don't want to talk to you anyway. And so after rinsing his dirty dishes, he left the room. Once the door had closed behind him, I hissed at Ryoshi. This is all your fault. Hi, B! I just had a really awkward dinner with apparently my one actual blood brother and my fake Gretel brother. And apparently they don't like each other at all, and it sucks. Most awkward, quiet dinner of my life. I was having flashbacks.
なんでだよ。
He scowled at me in annoyance. You were here! That's what you did wrong! You came home! You were present! Your attitude makes Gretel feel uncomfortable.
逆だろ。あいつが俺を嫌ってるんだよ。
Yeah, and you don't trust him, and it's very obvious.
てか、別に喧嘩してるわけじゃねえんだから。お前があれこれ気を回すことねえだろ。
You're not actively fighting, but you two are actually having an actual fucking Cold War here. Be nicer to him. I have a hammer.
したさ。けど、こればかりはどうにもならないってことだ。
That's what a quitter says. He rose to his feet. Apparently he didn't like T's commentary.
だいたい俺がこの家にいないのもあいつのためだろ。
And with that, he walked out. Alone, I ate the rest of my soup in silence. And it was salty because of the rock salt, not because I cried, okay?
どうぞ。
With his blessing, I opened the door and entered Gretel's room. All the while, I kept my surprise hidden behind my back. Gretel, how's studying going? Making any progress? He didn't look up from his desk.
それなりに。
Am I interrupting? I can come back later if you want.
邪魔じゃないです。
Then, finally, he turned to look at me.
甘い匂いがする。
Of course you do. Cat's out of the bag, huh? Meow.
バレバレですよ。僕は甘いものには目がないんです。
Of course you do. As I fidgeted with excitement, he beckoned to me. Happily, I hurried over and showed him what I was hiding. Ta-da! I made you some rock salt cookies!
僕のために作ってくれたんですか？
Well, we were going to make rock salt ice cream, but then you ran off back here to study. So, since you're being such a hard worker, I thought I'd reward you with a treat. Goodness. A sweet scent filled the room as I opened the jar of cookies. I thought I was just going to be carrying a plate of cookies. I was not expecting that sound. I felt around for one that was still warm and then pulled it out and held it up to his mouth. Say, ah! Yes. He hesitated for a moment, but ultimately caved to the bewitching power of sweets. I pushed the cookie into his mouth and he started to chew slowly. I'm feeling a little awkward about this. Once I saw him swallow, I asked, was it good?
30点。
Out of, what, 100? Well, that's better than a 0. Not by much, but oh well.
硬い。サクサク感が足りない。クッキーっていうのは食べた瞬間サクリと軽やかな音が耳に響くものですが、これはそこまでに至らない。
Okay, never make Gretel sweets.
あと、噛んだ瞬間が粉っぽい。混ぜ方が決定的に足りないんですよ。切るように混ぜるのは途中まで。あとは混ぜ練ることが均一な生地を作るポイントなんです。
Jesus, dude.
姉さんが作ったということで基準を激甘にしていますが、いかにも東城が作った手作りクッキーって感じです。
See if I ever make you fucking cookies again. Listen, dude, I'm not trying to be professional. I was just trying to be nice. And so Gretel went on in a big fucking long rant about his superior sweet sense. He was dead serious too, and was making eye contact the entire time.
まあ、僕以外なら60点ってところでしょうね。
This point promotion almost got me excited, but then I realized it wasn't much of an improvement. I'll take your feedback into consideration for next time.
別に精進しなくてもいいですよ。
What, you saying you hate my fucking cookies? Why not? I was expecting him to say please do, so this caught me off guard.
なんでって。
Because they tasted gross? Cause you hate me? His voice faltered. I'm being dramatic. Whoa, what? Then as I stared at him in confusion, he suddenly snatched the jar of cookies out of my hands. Hey!
ちなみに、これってあの人にもあげたんですか？
Him who? He didn't respond, which meant he was probably talking about Ryoshi. No, silly, I made these specifically for you.
そうですか。
God, that fucking cute fucking smile, dude. The cute fucking... Look at his cute face. Fucking... God damn it! You make me upset and then you go and be cute and then I can't be mad at you anymore. Smiling to himself slightly, he pulled out another cookie and shoved it into his mouth. Evidently, he was planning to eat them, despite their poor quality to his high standards. Do you not like Ryoshi? Why are we asking that? It's very obvious that he doesn't like Ryoshi. He froze.
姉さんは
Hmm?
姉さんは優秀ですよね。
Yeah, maybe. What about it? I knew he was changing the subject, but I went with it anyway.
美人だし、スタイルはいいし、明るくて、元気で、頭も良くて、料理もできる。
Go on. Whoa, what's going on? This is uncharacteristically nice of you. Were you really craving cookies or something? Or has all that studying made you delirious? I pressed my palm to his forehead, but he smacked it away.
別に冗談で言ったわけじゃないですよ。対外的評価を述べたまでです。
Thanks? If these were honest compliments, then they deserved an honest thank you. Oh, well then I probably should have said that more sincerely.
姉さんはモテるでしょ?
Oh, is this what that's about? Yeah, I guess. He pursed his lips bitterly. No attempt was made to conceal his displeasure on his face.
姉さんは完璧だと思いますよ。性格以外は。
Well, la-dee-da, princess. You saying that I should keep my mouth shut?
別に黙ってろとは言いませんよ。むしろ、どんどん喋って、どんどん幻滅させてってください。
Fuck you, dude. That's so mean. So the more I talk, the less everyone likes me. The panic in my voice brought me to my senses. Okay, so the more I talk, the less everyone likes me. Ah! Sorry, it kind of gets annoying to get these cues afterwards, and then I'm like, I didn't deliver the line properly. Wait a minute.
嫉妬じゃありません。自分の都合のいいように考えないでください。
That's exactly what a jealous person would say! Oh. Okay. I stared into space, defeated, as my last ray of hope was promptly dashed.
今日、僕、
Oh.
クラスメートの女の子に告白されたんです。
Confessed. Confessed what? It's just the bird flies overhead.
好きです、付き合ってくださいってやつです。
Ooh. Oh, huh. Cool. My voice came out flatter than I was expecting. In terms of romantic interest, Gretel probably received quite a lot himself, since he had such a cute face. And don't I know it! Wait, is that why you were leaving, you were late leaving school today?
はい。放課後に呼び出されました。
I thought back to the girl who had passed through the gates just before Gretel. Was that her?
姉さんと違って可愛い子でした。おとなしくて、いかにも守ってあげたくなるみたいな。
Well, then why don't you date her? It sounded an awful lot like he was implying I was ugly, loud, annoying, and not worth protecting at all. One minute I was on cloud 9 from all his compliments, and now this. He was knocking me around like a ping pong ball.
でも、断りました。
What? You did? How come? My pitch spiked to match my mood.
スイーツと同じですよ。美味しいものを食べれば食べるほど、味覚は研ぎ澄まされていく。そうなると、普通の基準じゃ満足できなくなる。
Oh, it's because I'm too perfect? Is that it? Okay. My gaze drifted to the jar of amateur cookies in his hands.
姉さんと一緒にいると、要求する基準値が上がるんです。
Wait, so... So you turned her down because she doesn't measure up compared to me? It felt incredibly arrogant to say out loud, but I wanted to make sure I was understanding him correctly. Whoa. At this, Gretel rose to his feet and pinched my nose. Ah!
だから言ったんですよ。姉さんのバカって。
How is that my fault? Gretel! Never had I felt so happy to be insulted. If this was what it meant to be a dumbass, then so be it. How is that my fault, though?
姉さん、
Oh.
起きてください。
Oh no.
姉さん。
Are we back to the present? I could feel someone shaking me, but my drowsiness was stronger, keeping my eyelids firmly closed. My would-be rouser fell silent, suggesting he had given up. Thusly, I was now free to sleep as much as I wanted.
起きないといたずらしますよ。
Don't whisper that in my ear! The sudden whisper in my ear made me bolt upright in bed. Glad to see she reacted the same way as I did.
おはようございます、姉さん。
Good morning, my horrible little brother. Morning, Gretel. When I opened my leaden eyes, I found Gretel smiling amiably at me.
昨日はよく眠れましたか？
Define well. Hard to say. My head was fuzzy, probably because I'd only just woken up. In fact, if I wasn't careful, I might just drift off again.
寝ないでください。
Meow, meow, meow. We kitty cats are certified nap experts.
また脱がしますよ。
Fucking good morning, Gretel! What a fine weather we're having! This time I snapped awake completely.
早く顔を洗って着替えてください。
He promptly handed me a washcloth and a change of clothes. Okay. Biting back a yawn, I headed for the bathroom. As much as I wanted to ignore Gretel's pranks, I was on his home turf, so to speak. Stream did the wibble again? Oh, probably. It's fine. Yeah, it just showed me that it's... The timer reset a while ago, so I don't know. I don't know. My Wi-Fi is just being garbage right now, but evening time is kind of the peak time for this. I gotta figure out what the heck's going on, because my signal's supposed to be good. I pay for good Wi-Fi. Maybe I just gotta plug in with an Ethernet and just hardwire, and then maybe that'll resolve it, but we'll see. We were alone together, and he was my captor. As my captor, he was also functionally my supervisor and my manager. After all, he was in charge of my meals, clothing, baths, and everything. And so I had no choice but to follow the path he laid out for me each and every day. Gretel? Can we talk?
何ですか、姉さん。
What on earth am I wearing? The outfit Gretel had prepared for me was a cross between a kimono and an apron. Not only that, but the bottom half was a miniskirt with frilly lace trim. It was adorable. It's the fucking uniform that Cindy gave me, isn't it? But coming from my little brother?
似合っていますよ。
Oh my god,
かわいい。
stop. Stop. Huh? You think so? Wasn't exactly excited to wear a pinafore, but hearing that I looked cute made me happy.
ええ、いかがわしい店にいそうで、いかにも変態とおっさんが喜びそうです。
Stop. Why did you have to ruin it immediately after? Fuck off. I regret ever trusting you.
大丈夫ですよ。
Why do you
僕以
hate
外が
me?
姉さんの恥ずかしい姿を見ることはありませんから。
Why are you doing this to me? Why is he doing this to me?
いわゆる
What is the
和風
reason
メイ
for
ドってやつで
this?
すね。この服を着れば少しは姉さんも従順になるかなと思って。
Oh my
まずは
God.
形からですよ、姉さん。
What? 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 That's not. I don't, wearing the maid dress to make me more obedient. You know what's worse though? What's worse is today I drew tea in a maid dress. It's like he fucking knew. Fucking. Listen. Gretel, I really need to question your brain here. How...
というわけで、姉さん、こっちに来てください。
I don't wanna. What are you gonna do? What for? Gretel's smile was as radiant as the morning sun. Oh, the music, man, that's really encouraging. Nothing bad's gonna happen at all. I braced myself.
大丈夫です。何もしません。
The background music says otherwise, buddy. Had he ever once said that and actually meant it? I don't think so. As I squinted dubiously at him, he quickly lost his patience. Seizing me by the arm, he yanked me closer to him.
はい、これ。
What are you gonna do? He placed something on my head. Is it a fucking headband? Is it cat ears? I put a hand to my head and felt something crumpled.
カチューシャです。フリフリの。ほ
Oh.
ら、メイドさんがよく頭につけてるじゃないですか。あれです。
That's what I forgot to draw.
かわいいかわいい。
That's what I forgot to draw on T. Now I know why I forgot to draw it, because Gretel had it this whole time. This is what you're into, Gretel? Maids?
僕がこういうのが趣味だって言ったら、ずっとこの格好でいてくれるんですか？だったら何度でも言ってあげますよ。
Oh my god, stop.
僕は和風メイドの女の子が大好きです。ぶっちゃけ萌え萌えです。
Stop! You are utterly incorrigible, master. He was going to tease me, then I was going to tease him right back. I probably should have said that in my customer service voice, but fucking...
はい、よくできました。
Oh god, don't be pleased by that. Fuck off! He patted me on the head as if to reward me. More than an older sister, more than a maid. I felt like his pet. I don't like
さ
that.
てと、そろそろ僕は行きますね。
Where are you going? He grabbed his book bag off the chair. Going where?
学校ですよ。
What? How come you get to go to school but I can't? School? School? He was so casual about it, I failed to react for a second.
当然でしょ。こう見えて僕は受験生ですよ。
What about me though? Use your customer service voice more often. It needs to be default as long as he makes you wear the maid outfit. Oh god. Can I even under this pressure? Well, sorry for thinking you were too busy kidnapping your sister to go to school. Don't roll your eyes at me, mister. Then I want to go with you.
ああ、姉さんはいいんです。ここで留守番しててください。
The fuck, dude? Wait, but why does he get to go to school but I can't? Oh, I don't want to load. Go back. I wanted to save. I'm dumb. What? Why do you get to go to school and I know go to school? But I want to go to school. Why can't I? God, Jesus. I don't want that kind of patience though.
大丈夫です。すぐに帰ってきますので。
He brushed me off with a sunny smile.
おう、朝ごはんは用意しておいたので食べてくださいね。
He indicated the kitchen. Wait, but I looked over, then while I was distracted, Gretel grabbed me by the arm. What?
そういえば手を縛らなきゃなと思って。
But how am I gonna eat breakfast? He spoke with the offhand tone of someone who forgot to turn the oven off. Yeah, see, I can't eat breakfast with my hands tied. I tried to shake him off, but he was stronger and swiftly tied my wrists together. Nevertheless, I flailed even harder and he pinned me to the floor. Jesus!
大丈夫ですよ。ほら、爪楊枝取りのように腰を折って食べればいいじゃないですか。髪がつかないようにあらかじめまとめておきますから。
Gretel, what the fuck, dude? Yeah, that's fair. No one says they forgot to turn off the oven in a calm voice. What is happening? What is this? Why is this? You know, it would be a lot less hassle for both of us if you would just not tie me up in the first place. I was starting to get legitimately angry at his flagrant disregard for my human rights. You're starting to piss me off, you know.
姉さんに怒られるのは嫌ですけど、姉さんに逃げられるのはもっと嫌なんです。
Saying that I would escape is indication that I'm being held here against my will. Once he finished tying my hands and hair, he rose to his feet as if nothing had happened.
すみません姉さん。でも姉さんも悪いんですよ。僕は僕がいる間に姉さんに朝ごはんを食べさせてあげようとしたのに、なかなか起きてくれないんですから。
I glared up at him from the floor. He crouched down to meet my gaze once more. Then cupped my chin in his hand, tilted my face up and whispered oh god, don't whisper in my ear, please.
姉さん、くれぐれも外には出ないように。
The fuck? What is even going on, though? Yeah, fucking same. Screaming, I threw a kick at the door. Sure, my skirt flew up and it wasn't very ladylike, but I didn't care! Not like anyone could see me right now. Unfortunately, the door didn't budge. Meanwhile, I was nearly in tears from the pain in my foot. Where's Ryoshi in all of this? Does he know I'm missing? Guess I can't kick it down. I leaned back against the wall and slid down into a sitting position. Then, once I calmed down, I started to think. From the sounds of it, it would appear that the door had two locks, one on the inside and one on the outside. It made sense, of course. What kind of crappy house would this be if it couldn't be locked from the inside? And since he wanted to keep me inside at all costs, it would make sense for him to invest in a padlock or something similar that could only be unlocked from the outside. Can't I break the window? Sure, the door was only made of wood, but there was no way I could kick it down by myself. Based on these factors, I concluded that I wasn't getting out through the main exit anytime soon. Not that I need to destroy the door. If I could just get my hands free, I could just open the window. For the record, my wrists were tied with cloth, so I could probably free myself if I really wanted to. But no matter how easy it was to get untied, it would be nearly impossible to tie myself back up. I don't even know what I would do once I got out. I didn't know precisely where this cabin was located beyond in a forest. But Gretel couldn't drive a car, nor could he have carried me very far on foot without assistance. So I had a reasonably good idea of where I was. After all, our town was known for its summer homes, many of which were cute little cottages in the forest. But I still didn't understand the most important part, Gretel's motive. Why would he go to all the trouble of locking me up in here? He said it was to protect me, but from what? How did he arrive at this idea? No guarantee he'll ever he'll ever actually tell me. Next, I reflected on Gretel's behavior. Sure, he liked to mess around with me, but would he really seek out an empty cabin like this, make it fit to inhabit, and buy me new clothes as a joke? I sincerely doubted it. Anyway, I looked at the bread sitting on the kitchen counter, cut neatly into bite-sized pieces. Is it just bread? Is it literally just bread? That is not does a breakfast make. Beside it was a cup of what I assumed to be hot chocolate, though it had long since gone cold. My stomach had been going crazy for a while now, but I was not a pet, and as such, I refused to eat the food he left out for me. He could bully me and dress me up in whatever costume he wanted, but I still had my dignity, my pride, if you will. Guess I'll sleep until Gretel gets back. I could avoid looking at the food, but my brain still knew it was there. Thus, my only option was to shut myself down. Then, when Gretel got home, I could make him feed me or something. I could make him feed me something, or so I thought. But just then... Huh? I heard a knock and turned in the direction of the sound. Whoa. I jumped to my feet. Who's there? Hey! It's Mr. Wizard! Did I fuck up already? I only had a few options. A man was sitting outside the window. But this wasn't just any ordinary man. He was wearing a pointed hat and cape, with a black cat on his shoulder. Weirdo alert.
君も十分変な子だけどね。
The weirdo grinned at me.
出ようと思えば出られるのに、好きで閉じ込められているだなんて、世間一般からすれば変わっているよ。おっと、今の君は世間から隔離されてるわけだから、世間の基準なんか関係ないか。
What? He spoke as though he already knew everything about me and my current circumstances. I rushed over to the window. Do you know my brother Gretel?
知っているよ。
Then do you know who I am?
もちろん。
Do you know why we're out here?
もちろん知ってるよ。
He smirked at me knowingly.
僕は魔法使い。何でも知っている物知りさんさ。君が教えてほしいと願うなら教えてあげてもいいけど、君は本当にそれを知りたいと思う？
At this, I stopped to think. Who was this man? Was he lying or telling the truth? Whose side was he on? Was this the right move to make? In the end, I decided... I'm sorry. As much as I want to know, I can't ask you. Not right now.
それはなぜ？
I don't know, but I can tell you're probably telling the truth when you say you know about me and Gretel. However, you're not the one who trapped me in here. Gretel is.
なるほど。つまり本人の口から直接聞きたいということだね。
Yeah, sorry to change my mind on you like that.
別にいいよ。だって僕も彼がどういう理由で君を閉じ込めようとしたのかまだは知らないし。
So you didn't even have the information in the first place. Defeated, I slumped my forehead against the window pane. The loud noise startled the wizard's cat, who bolted. You just said you know everything.
僕も万能じゃないからな。
Don't lie to me. He laughed and shrugged. So you were just screwing with me.
まさか。ただ僕は僕で制限があるんだよ。万能そうに見えて意外と融通が利かないんだ。
His word choice caught my attention and I narrowed my eyes. Is that because you're Gretel's accomplice?
さあ。
No shit. Are you fucking serious? He smiled without batting a lash. I mean, in the last game he did say that he granted people's wishes. Is this Gretel's wish? Did Gretel make a wish and that's why this is happening?
僕が知っているのは 大まかな流れと目指す結末だけ。それ以外もまあ知ってるけど知らないこともあるというか。
I don't know what I know, you know? No, I don't. All I could deduce from this was that there wasn't necessarily any confirmation he was Gretel's accomplice.
あ、君が望むならここから出してあげることもできるよ。
I mean, you could ask him, like, does Ryoshi know I'm here? Am I, like, was this something I agreed to and I just don't remember? Or am I being held against my will? Did something happen to me that made Gretel think that I wasn't safe out in the world? Was I attacked by someone? You know, there are other questions you could ask to get context clues.
でも君はそれを望んでいないんでしょ?
Can you bring me a burger? Can you bring me real food and feed it to me? Because I can't untie my hands. It's not that I want to stay here, but I'll hold off for now.
なら今の僕にできることはない。残念だけど。
He shrugged sadly. That's... I mean, there's plenty he could do for me. Yeah. This is false. He stared at me, his eyes as round as saucers. You think there's nothing you can do for me? Well, I disagree. We're having a conversation, aren't we? He blinked in surprise. I smirked mischievously at him. Hee hee. Would you chat with me for a while, Mr. Wizard? I'm really, really bored in here. For a moment, he froze, his brown eyes fixed on mine. Then, he grinned.
いいよ。君が何を考えているのかよくわからないけど、君が望むなら僕はいつでもいつだって君の暇つぶしに付き合ってあげよう。
So, if Mr. Wizard knows everything, do you think he's like the Deadpool of the series where he like is aware of all the routes since he likes to show up and tell me that I fucked up the ending and that I need to go back and try a different answer? And then like that's gonna all come into play eventually, like if he's a route, and then he's like, wow, I saw what you did for everybody and through all those adventures I fell in love with you, kind of thing. Thank you. Let me go get a chair. But right as I stepped away from the window, a familiar sound caught my attention. It was my stomach, reminding me that I was still human.
お腹空いたの?
Oh God, you heard it?
そっか、お腹空いてるんだね。
I mean, there is food here technically. Slumping my shoulders, I glanced at the kitchen.
なら食べればいいじゃないか。
I would, except for there's one little problem. I turned my back to him and hopped up and down to bring my bound wrists into view.
猫みたいに?
Fuck off, you too. What is with these people? I would have been tearing my hair out right about now, but I couldn't use my hands. So instead, I jumped up and down in frustration.
じゃあ、僕が食べさせてあげようか。
Oh my God, are you gonna sneak in and help me? Huh? Are you gonna come in here? You heard the man. It's breakfast time.
ヒロインちゃん、口開けて。はい。
He did come in here. I sat in my chair, hands still bound, as the wizard fed me my toast. Yum 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 yum. It's so good. I mean, it's just toast. Did he put anything on it? Is there like jam or even just like eggy? Okay, the bread in question was a small breakfast roll baked by Gretel himself. Thank you. That's all I wanted to know. Because if it was just bread by itself, that's a pathetic breakfast. Normally, I would have liked to slather it in butter and jam, or even make a ham and cheese sandwich out of it, but this would have to do. Or, well, it probably is just bread then at this point. Yep, it was just plain bread. Never mind. I take it back. This is a pathetic breakfast. Sure, it was plain bread, but it was still delicious by itself. Sure, I'm sure. Maybe.
もっといる?
Yes, please. At my request, the wizard grabbed another bite-sized piece of the bread and held it up to my mouth so I could bite it. So much nicer than having a certain someone stuff it into my mouth without asking.
なんだか餌付けしてるみたいだな。
You know what? I will take it. I stomped my foot in protest just like a fucking rabbit. You're only furthering the point there, Yurika. So, how did you get in here so easily? You know, all the locks on the door? Seriously, the dude practically waltzed in here. After he offered to assist me, I was like, how? And he was like this, and the door swung open. And since I didn't hear him unlock anything, it kind of left me with a lot of unanswered questions.
魔法使いだし。
Yeah, it's magic. Okay then. He gave me some of his non-answers and I shrugged it off. Conversation over. That said, if he didn't want to reveal his secrets, then I couldn't exactly force him. No sense in pressing further, for now anyway. Anyway, I wonder how Gretel would feel if he knew about us doing this. You know, having a visibly shady stranger feed me bread while I'm tied up. That's totally normal.
こんなところを見られたら、グレーテル君に何をされるかわからないじゃなくて?
Same difference, really.
そうかも。
The wizard laughed cheerfully. I couldn't really get a read on him. You know, you could have just untied me so I could eat and then tied me back up after.
どうせ結び直すのなら、どっちも同じだと思うけど。
It's pretty different to me. Then the wizard looked up suddenly. What is it?
そろそろ彼が戻ってくるみたいだ。
No. Huh?
どうする?
The question made me pause. I had only just wondered how Gretel would react if he saw us. Was I about to find out? Sorry, but you gotta go. For some reason, the word infidelity came to mind.
はいはい。
Bye-bye! With a light-hearted wave, he headed for the door. And be sure to lock it behind you!
わかったよ。
He's so cute. Mr. Wizard is adorable when he's not here to tell me that I fucked up. There's a lot more I want to say to you, but I'll limit myself to just one last thing. Thank you so much!
いえいえ。
Trout's like, here, have a new character to fawn over and think is super cute, and it'll be problematic for you later, just like Gretel. He opened the door, and I caught a tiny glimpse of the world beyond. Wait, before you go! I stopped him one last time. He looked back over his shoulder at me. I hesitated for a moment, but then asked, Will I see you again?
そうだね。いつかまたそんな日が来るかもしれない。
Sweet.
それじゃあ、またね。
The next time I see him is probably going to be him showing up like, you fucked up. See you. As requested, he locked the door from the outside before he left. Once that lock was in place, I managed to lock it from the inside too. What a strange man. I let out a breath and sat down on the spot. Everything about him was a total mystery, but I couldn't sense any ill will toward me. That said, if he was able to bypass Gretel's security system, then chances were he... Excuse me, what was wrong with my throat? Fuck, sorry. The chances were good he was in on the scheme. Yeah, you'll see me again because you fucked up. Just then, I sensed someone on the other side of the door, so I rose to my feet. I heard the sound of the door unlocking, and then it opened.
ただいま。
Welcome home, Gretel. That was fast. Sure enough, here he was. I donned a smile to hide my internal panic.
誰か訪ねてきたりしませんでした？
Oh. Oh no. Uh. I don't know. Do I tell him? Oh no. Oh my god. I want to, but I'm kind of scared. Yeah, I'm scared. What happens if I tell him yes? I'm gonna get in trouble. I don't know. Oh god. Flip a coin? If I want to flip a coin? I don't know if I have a coin. I don't have any of my D2s with me either. You know what? I saved it, so I don't know. Let's tell him. I don't know. I'm scared. What's gonna happen? Is he gonna get mad at me? I don't want him to get mad at me. But if I don't tell him and he already knows that someone was there, then he's gonna get more mad at me. Okay, well, I didn't do it via my speaker, but I did it via my phone, and the answer is yes. Okay, what's gonna happen? I answered him honestly, and his expression twisted sharply. Uh-oh.
それは誰ですか？いつ、
Oh no!
そいつと話をしたんですか？
Oh no! His voice was startlingly icy and it made me flinch, but I quickly recovered. Yeah, immediately fucked up. The Mr. Wizard shows up like, I told you were gonna see me again. Hi! Just now, see? Little kitty cat's having trouble saying goodbye.
猫？
I turned to the window. Outside, I could see nothing but dense trees, casting shadows in the sunlight.
影がゆらゆらとして、それが猫に見えたというところですか？
Sonotori! I couldn't shoot him the finger gun, so I settled for snapping my fingers. Initially, Gretel seemed somewhat convinced, but then his gaze came to rest on one particular object in the room. What's wrong? The bread?
てっきり自分は動物じゃないとかなんとか言って手をつけないかと思い
Yeah,
ましたが。
well, did you consider that I'm fucking hungry? Yeah, well, I got really hungry. I was starving, and I wanted to wait till you got home, but I just couldn't, so I bent over and ate it, just like a cat. Yeah, we told him the truth and then lied, yeah. I hastily stumbled my way through an excuse.
そうですか。すみません。次からはもっと早く帰るようにします。
He smirked faintly.
でも見たかったな。姉さんが猫みたいに食べてる。
What the fuck is wrong with you? Gretel, why are you like this? Why are you doing this to me? Dream on. I glared at him. Fucking rude.
はいど
Oh
うぞ。
Jesus, why are you so close? Just seeing your emote drop across the screen. I made it bigger so it'd be more noticeable if you did it. It won't duplicate, it's only gonna do one at a time. If you do like different emotes, then it'll throw them all in, but it won't duplicate the same one over and over, so you can't like spam it. I might change that for now since we're such a small stream, but just figure I'd let you know. Thank you. I parted my lips and sipped the hot chocolate Gretel had kindly reheated for me.
はい、よくできました。
Oh, stop. And just as an example. Ta-da! Just because I can. Okay. Once I finished my drink, Gretel wiped the corners of my lips with his thumb. You sure came home quick. Did you actually go to school?
もちろんです。ここと学校以外に行くところなんてありますか？
Yeah, this game has become no stop the game. It really has. That's my reaction to fucking everything. I'm so uncreative. I don't know. Back home, maybe. I tilted my head.
言ったでしょ？僕たちの家はここですよ。
Yeah, but is it? Is it though? Is it? Do mom and dad know? Does Ryoshi know? I couldn't confirm or deny it. I just hung my head and refused to answer at all. It was one of the few options available to me.
姉さん、僕に嘘をついたでしょ。
Huh? I looked up to find Gretel's face suddenly very close to mine. I tried to flinch away, but he reached out and cupped both my cheeks in his hands, preventing my escape.
隠しても無駄です。本当は僕が留守にしている間、誰か家に来たんでしょ？
Yeah. I got the feeling there was no point in trying to deny it any further, so instead I came clean.
このパンも食べさせてもらったと。
Yeah. I nodded timidly.
そうですか。
Oh god, why am I terrified of that face? His tone was surprisingly calm. I blinked. You're not mad?
怒ってほしいんですか？
No! No, of course not, of course not.
本当はとんでもなく怒ってますよ。
Oh god.
ぶっちゃけ腹渡が煮えくり返りそうです。
His affable smile didn't reach his eyes. He was so intimidating. I felt the urge to scoot the whole chair away from him, but couldn't.
でも今回のことは僕が悪かったんです。
Oh no.
僕が甘かったんです。
Don't put me in the cage.
姉さん、
But why? What are you trying to protect me from?
悪魔から。
What? Demons? Are you talking about other boys? Are you trying to protect me from other people flirting with me and you got insanely jealous? Is that what's going on? I don't...
そうです。
So you think Mr. Wizard is a demon? But even though I named my visitor outright, Gretel didn't have much of a reaction at all.
美味しそうな姉さんを食べようとする悪い悪魔から姉さんの身を守るためです。
Is this just like he snapped from jealousy? Is that... That's what it's feeling like. That's what it feels like. Yeah, lowercase what? Yeah, exactly. Like, huh? What do you mean gobble me up?
ええ。例えば。
Oh god, no, not for example. Please don't for example. He let go of my face and brushed my hair away. What are you doing?
こんな風に。
No! Oh god, no! Then he put his head on my neck and slid the fabric to the side and leaned in. Stop! Don't! I tried to pull away, but I was trapped! Oh god. He grabbed both my shoulders to keep me from falling out of my chair. Oh god, oh god. Why is this freaking me out so much? Okay. His breath tickled my neck, making me squirm. And then he actually bit me. Listen, fuck. And then I flinched as his teeth gently grazed my skin. Oh my god. It's like, listen, if it was literally any other situation, listen. Biting, sure, fine. If that's your thing, sure, but keep saying you're my brother, and that kind of makes it very uncomfy. Oh God, stop! Stop! Just your emote. Your emote just immediately cutting the tension. His warm breath and wet teeth sent goosebumps prickling up my arms. Oh, stop within my ears! I can't. Stop! I'm gonna die! Stop! The way I have the window over the stream, all I see is just the face slowly rise up from behind the cave. Fuck. Oh God. Yeah, the word stop caught in the back of my throat. Listen. Oh God, stop. Ah! Fuck. Stop. Oh, I don't know what's worse, the fact that this is happening or the fact that it's happening on stream. I'm gonna fucking perish. I'm gonna go crawl under my desk and expire. Oh, Minnie, baby, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Please tell your cat that I'm sorry and give her lots of love and make sure she's okay. Oh, God. I'm just gonna drink some water because my throat's already absolutely thrashed from not only work, but from recording Omori over the weekend. Oh, that's so cute. Listen. I'm gonna be so distracted talking about your cat. Okay. Gretel pulled his lips away from my neck and I slowly looked up at him. His smile was incredibly seductive. Because I'm fucking crying, you bastard! You're the demon. Gretel! My heart thumped in my chest as I exhaled. Okay. Then I shook the thoughts from my mind and squeezed my eyes shut. What the fuck was that noise? Oh, God damn it. I'm gonna fucking kick you! Gretel! That's not a prank, dude! It's actually really fucked up! Instantly, I snapped to my senses and my eyes flew open. Sure enough, my worst fears were confirmed. There stood Gretel, doubled over, laughing and clutching his sides. You fucking bitch. Were you just messing with me? I think you're lying. I don't believe you. If you keep joking around like this, no one's gonna believe you, boy who cried wolf. Boy who cried demon. Current mood, kill me now. This is fun. Is this fun? Is this are you not entertained? Is this fun? Humiliating me at every single opportunity? Go die. Don't actually, but get the fuck out of here. Fuck off. He answered without batting a lash. Listen, okay, but to be perfectly fair, if me, physically me, T, was the person he was teasing, he'd probably have a lot more fun of a time because I react more exaggeratedly. But also he would have a terrible time because I also react violently. Just saying. Rage and humiliation welled up in my chest until I was practically shaking. I'm gonna drink some lemon water here because I'm fucking thirsty. In this case, violence is absolutely the answer. Yes, B. I was on the verge of hulking out and shredding these restraints. Fucking do it. Just do it. Just do it and it'll scare the crap out of him. And then you beat the shit out of him. And then you lock him in the cage. And see how he likes it.
ああ、ちなみに今のセリフとシチュエーションは姉さんの部屋にあったちょっとエッチな少女小説から拝借しました。
The fuck? I had a book like that in my room? Can I... Where... Can I read it? Can I read it? Bodice ripper? For a moment I stared at him slack-jawed, but then I realized what he meant. A certain steamy Harlequin novel. I prefer webcomics, but you know. All at once I exploded with volcanic rage. You read my book?
見ました。辞書を借りようと思った時に偶然見つけたんです。本棚の並んでいる本の裏に隠してありましたね。しかもご丁寧にカバーまでつけて。
Is that one that she wrote? Like her own attempt at writing like an actual Harlequin romance novel? Is that what he's referring to? One that she wrote? Like her actual penmanship? Apparently Yurika wrote a book, yeah. Clearly he could tell I'd been trying to hide it. But as I writhed in embarrassment, something occurred to me. So everything you said just now is from that book?
正しく言うなら拝借しつつ僕なりにアレンジしてみたって感じです。
Yeah, if he quoted my book exactly, I think Yurika would have recognized it. God, why didn't I realize it sooner?
ああいうこと言われるのがお望みなのかなと思って言ってみたんですが、
Oh my God, shut the
効
fuck
果
up.
は抜群だったようですね。
I'm gonna punch you in the solar plexus again.
だいたいよく考えてくださいよ。あんなセリフとシチュエーション、本気でやってたら寒いだけでしょ？
I was very concerned about your mental stability. I'm still concerned, but less so now. No, I mean, that's fair, I guess. The only quote I currently can remember of my attempt to write a book is, I can't believe I'm gonna die by slimes. That's all I remember. I need to get back to that someday, but you know. It's not what you think. I bought it for the cover art. Okay, it's not my own writing. It was just a book that she was trying to hide because it was dirty. I bought it for the cover art. I didn't know it had that kind of content. You can tell a Harlequin novel by its cover. I don't know what I was implying. I don't know what I was implying he was thinking, but I jumped to my own defense nonetheless.
表紙？確かもじゃもじゃとした髪型の王子だか伯爵だか執事だかパティシエだかとふわふわした頭の軽そうなお姫様が抱き合ってましたね。
I don't know. Was it cute? Was the art good? Because I sometimes buy books because they have nice cover. I'm simple like that.
しかもうっかり騙されて買ったみたいに言ってますが、その割にはしっかり読み込んであったじゃないですか。
Listen, when you're a teenager though, when you're a teenager, that happens. I screamed to drown out his voice. You're just further emphasizing the fact that he's gonna continue to tease you.
姉さんはああいうのがタイプなんですか？
Maybe. I mean, listen. It depends. Was he yandere? Because you're kind of you still give me yandere vibes since you're keeping me locked up in this cabin and the cabin has a giant bird cage in it.
ヒロインの相手役の王子様って毒舌だわ素直じゃないわ王子のくせにヒロインを監禁するわでよくあんな男に惚れるなって感じの最低クソ野郎でしたけど
You mean he acts like you? Like in real life he acts like real you? As much as I wanted to say how he looked in a mirror lately, yes! It would make it sound like I bought the book because the male lead resembled Gretel. I didn't want to dig my grave any deeper. That is completely fair. I endured the shame. As I endured the shame, don't you fucking whisper in my ear, Gretel, please.
これでお仕置きは終了です。
Stop! Back up! I don't need you in my ear! I'm sick of you! I'm never speaking to you again! Exactly! Fucking... This is your punishment for toiling with my pure innocent heart! I rose to my feet and dashed to the bed and dove into it. Then I buried my face into the sheets so I wouldn't have to look at him. After all, he just pointed out how red my face was and make fun of me some more.
姉さん、
Nope. Oh god, fucking hearing the mattress creak, my brain, I can't. The mattress creaked as Gretel sat down onto it. That was like, my brain registered that as like someone sitting behind me, even though I'm in a chair, in a room by myself. I like physically flinched and looked behind me. It startled me.
姉さん、機嫌を直してください。
No.
ふざけすぎたことは謝ります。
No. No. I don't have a brother. Mm-mm. No, no. Yeah, that's why I ended up looking behind me, because of the fact that I'm by myself and there's a wall behind me, so it's like, who the fuck is behind me? He shook me gently by the shoulder. But I ignored him. It's too late for you to try and take the high road now, bucko. Then, my talented little adopted brother switched to a new, more annoying strategy.
姉さん、姉さん、お姉ちゃん。
Oh no! He pulled out the one-chan. Oh no, I'm so weak. Be strong, Yurika, be strong.
姉貴、姉ちゃん、お姉様。
Oh god, he keeps trying. He's moved on after without even knowing that he hit my weakness the first time. I kept ignoring him. Good girl. After all, I wasn't that easily bought.
姉さん、お姉、姉ちゃん、姉子、姉じゃ。
The sudden change to Ernest's sister. One more time.
姉さん、お姉、姉ちゃん、姉子、姉じゃ。
Anigo. Sorry, just the sudden drop in his pitch. Oh god.
姉様、姉姫様。
Anehime-sama. You keep going through the list. I'm sure you can think of a couple more. Oh. Oh. He called me by my name. What do you want? I replied in a snippy tone to hide how delighted I was to hear him say my name. Same though.
一生口を聞かないんじゃなかったんですか？
And back to the pillow I go. Bye. No, go back to the pillow. Yep. Turn away shyly. Yeah. Yurika, my girl. Let's go. I'll teach you how to ignore your little brother.
あ、冗談です。顔を上げてください。
No. What's the magic word? He hesitated for a moment and then...
君の可愛い顔を見せてほしい。
Oh god, stop. Another cheesy line from the Harlequin novel. Good enough. I giggled in spite of my... Yeah. Incorrect. Try again. Listen, though. That line did almost raise the hairs on the back of my neck. So I'll give this one to him. Yeah. I giggled in spite of myself. When our eyes met, he smiled softly. But that smile was fleeting.
姉さんは
Noticed what?
姉さんは僕のことを嫌いにならないんですね。僕が何をしても何を言ったとしても姉さんはド M なんですか？
Oh my god. Going back to the pillow! Excuse me? Couldn't you have said you're pretty patient or something instead? No. Before I could snap back at him, he placed a hand over my eyes.
姉さん僕を見ないでください。
How am I supposed to look at you? Gretel?
でないと僕は
You better not be teasing me again. But did I fall asleep? Did I just pass out? Oh, it's dark. Nighttime. Gretel and I were not blood related. We were free to date or even get married if we wanted. Emphasis on if we wanted.
別に問題ない。けど、周りからは変な目で見られると思う。
At least Wolfie gets it though. Yeah. We're legally brother and sister after all. What, were we like interested in each other and then our parents were just like, we're getting married? That morning I was walking to college with Wolfie, explaining the events of the night prior. He was my confidant, one of the few friends who knew all about the situation with me, Gretel, and Ryoshi. Hence, I often turned to him for advice and offered it up in return. And bleh. Fine. As for Gretel, he left the house ahead of me today. Apparently, he didn't want to risk crossing paths with Ryoshi. To be clear, I get where you're coming from, for siblings were abnormally close.
まあ、恋人でもおかしいんだけどね。
Yeah, exactly, Wolfie. It'd be weird. Why is this the setting? I frowned and tilted my head inquiringly. Wasn't hanging all over each other 24/7 the point of dating?
ああ、ちなみに俺はいつでもバッチ来いっす。
Yeah, let's go, Wolfie. Mwah! I love Wolfie. He's a good boy. I love him. He's such a dork. He spread his arms wide to offer me a hug. Just hug him. Just hug him. No thanks, but I appreciate the thought. Don't you turn down my boy, Wolfie. That's my bro. That's my bro. You can't do that to him. I shrugged him off without missing a beat. That's so mean.
てか、漁師さんとグレーテルってそんなに仲悪いんすね。
But Wolfie didn't take offense. Instead, he returned to the topic at hand. Yeah, there's a palpable distance between them. It's hard to describe. Like, they hold each other at arm's length.
いつから仲悪いんすか？
Right from day one.
最初からって。
He shook his head in disbelief.
一応家族なんすよね。
Supposed to be, yeah. But Ryoshi doesn't approve of how much I like Gretel.
そりゃあれだ。シスコンってやつなんじゃねえすか？
Oh, no. Listen, having Gretel in the brother role during that is enough. I don't need Ryoshi with a sister complex. I would literally stop. I would I would go into hiding from my entire family at that point. He laughed and I laughed with him, but we were laughing for two very different reasons. As cute as that sounds, that does not sound cute. Your brother with a sister complex does not sound cute. I don't think that's it. If Ryoshi liked me that much, you think he'd spoil me rotten?
まあそうじゃなくてもさ、一つ屋根の下に年頃の男女が住んでたら一応心配もするんじゃねえの。漁師さんにとってはアリスちゃんは本当の妹なわけだしさ。
His actual sister. Yes, Ryoshi and I were real siblings, related by blood. I know we don't look alike, we get that a lot. Gretel was the only member of my family who lacked those ties. He was a foreign presence.
そういや、グレちゃんは自分がアリスちゃん家に引き取られたってことを知ってんだっけ？
Nope. Oh. Does he start acting like this after he found out that he's adopted, or does he still not know that he's adopted? Because if he doesn't know he's adopted and this is how he's acting towards someone he thinks is his sister, that is very disturbing. But if he's found out that he's adopted and that's why he's suddenly acting out, then that makes more sense and is still disturbing, but less so. I don't know. This whole thing got me conflicted as heck, dude. Why my favorite gotta have my least favorite problematic situation? He's not supposed to, at least. As far as I know, he thinks we're his real family. But sometimes I feel like maybe he's figured it out.
どういうことっすか？
He blinked at me in surprise. To me, it seems like he knows the truth, but just pretends not to. He's always so distant with Ryoshi, and he never really talks about our parents. That said, Mom and Dad are really hands-off with us, which is probably the reason... which is probably the root of the issue, if you think about it. Harley. My little soot demon! Harley, come here. Come here. Harley. Hey. Harley, come here. Come here. Little soot monster, are you gonna sit here and yell and interrupt this time, huh? It's fine. You're fine. You're fine. Oh, hush. Okay, go to bed. Go lay down. Go on. Go lay down. Harley. Okay, you want to just lay down here by the desk? That's fine. You big goop babies. Yeah, thank you. Sorry, the soot demon had to yell as there was noise outside the room. Okay. Okay, rid of the issue if you think about it. But also, it's possible some jerk went and told Gretel behind our backs. It's not exactly world's best kept secret, you know.
俺も知ってるしね。
Exactly. I mean, well, I told you about it, so... I looked up at the sky and let out another heavy sigh. Honestly, I should try and act more like a big sister.
いや、アリスちゃんはよくやってると思うっすよ。
But if I was doing better, we wouldn't be having this conversation, right?
そりゃそうだ。
Wolfie's blood honesty was one of the many reasons why I trusted him as much as I did. Do you think Gretel's figured out how I feel?
どうっすかね。頭のいいやつではあるけど、本当の兄弟だと思ってるグレーテルが姉の自分への気持ちが恋愛感情だって気づくかな。
And if he did put two and two together, he'd be creeped out.
そうっすね。普通は。
Exactly! It's creepy! Most people, yeah. Yurika's got a fucking weird-ass fetish, though, so... But Gretel was not most people, and nor was Yurika. So maybe there was a chance he would accept these secret feelings in my heart. But even then, it wouldn't work out. As happy as it would make me, it would only make him miserable. It would be all too easy to explain to him that we're not related, but doing so would destroy him. Granted, this is just my personal hypothesis, but I think I'm the only one he actually sees as family.
アリスちゃんを？
Yeah, I'm the only one who lives at the house with him. I do all the housework. Normally that's something a parent would do, right?
まあそうっすね。
So, functionally speaking, I'm both his older sister and his mom, and that just made things 10 times worse. Can you see where I'm going with this?
絶対王政ならぬ絶対市政になる。
Oh, how the turns have tabled. Yes, exactly. He feels pressured to obey my wishes.
その割にはいろいろやり込められてるっすけどね。
He really does not act that way, Yurika. You are looking through some rose-colored glasses. He grinned at me like the twerp he was. I can't even argue with that. For a moment, I faltered, but then I quickly recovered. Basically, I'm his ideal older sister. Beautiful, kind, fit and sexy, perky, smart, handy in the kitchen.
どうそのどこから湧いてくるのかわからねえ自信最高っす。
Wolfie, you are my yes man. I'm just repeating what Gretel said, that's all. Last night, Gretel told me he bases all of his standards on me, and I don't think it's healthy.
なんでアリスちゃん的には願ったり叶ったりなんじゃねえんすか？
Oops, sorry. Sorry, Wolfie. I nodded without hesitation, though, even though I cut him off. Yes, my love for him is romantic. I could never say this to his face, but somehow I could say it to a third party just fine. But our love can never be. Remember how we agreed I'm the dictator in his life? From Gretel's perspective, whatever I say goes. And if this power structure exists both inside and outside our home, then I'm essentially his whole world. Or, to put it simply, he's too dependent on me. He sees me as someone who will always be there to protect him. The second I try to tell him that I love him in a romantic way, he'll lose the only family he has. His guiding principles, his support network, gone. It'll ruin his life.
そんなに脆い男っすかね、やつは。
I'm very conflicted. Yeah, I feel like he'd be listening to this conversation. In my opinion, yeah. That said, we're the ones who made him that way. Mostly me for coddling him. Ultimately, this was the result of placing him into an environment where one person was overprotective and everyone else was neglectful. I just hope it doesn't come back to bite us one day. Oh, Yurika.
だったらなおさら少し距離を置いた方がいいんじゃねえっすか？
Dude, it's not that simple. Ugh, the dude disease is spreading. Anyway, sorry for ranting.
別にいいっすよ。俺たち友達じゃねえっすか。友達の助けになってやれって俺のばあちゃんもよく言ってた。
You're the best, Wolfie. We exchanged a high five. Yeah!
惚れた？
Indeed. Yurika, don't you fucking lie. Wolfie's the best.
え？
Yeah, see, you hurt his feelings, Yurika. I'm not responsible for that. I think Wolfie is the best, and I think he's dreamy, and I think he's a cutie patootie, and I would like to kiss his face. I shook my head, and he slumped his shoulders in defeat. Don't worry, I'll be there for you whenever you need me to.
どう？マジっすか？じゃあ早速助けてもらってもいいっすか？
Sure, what's up? I responded without missing a beat. He then turned to me and said with a perfectly straight face,
キ君の弟君が傷つけた我が名誉を
Uh-oh.
回復してほしいっす。
Right. That. I glanced around and noticed a few students, probably the same ones from yesterday, pointing at Wolfie and snickering. All thanks to that slanderous message Gretel had taped onto his back. I fell to my knees, hand clasped over my chest. I have failed you, my lord!
ちょ、諦め早っ！
Oh, okay. Looking at the time, though, now, it is unfortunately time for the tea party to come to an end. So we're gonna save here, so we can pick up right after that but it is definitely time to go back to the title screen. So I can't go into another scene like before, so close to bed. I will perish. But that's gonna be enough for tonight. Not as crazy as the first night, but still wish to perish, so it's fine. Okay. Alright, well, thank you guys for joining the tea party. I'll be posting these on YouTube like the week after I stream them, so if you ever miss any, and you don't want to watch on Twitch, then I'll be posting them the following week on Mondays, so that way I have time to do any edits and stuff like that. But next week we'll pick up where we left off. Thursday we'll be continuing World's End Club, so yay! Thank you so much for hanging out and for being present for my suffering. Well, you guys have a great rest of your night, or a fantastic day if you're watching this later. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay hydrated. My suffering is fun. Thanks, B. I love you guys so much, and take care. Good night.